Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Luba.
My name is Stryker.
And today we want to cover one part of our previous video about like 5 bad dating advices. It's don't speak about your feelings. We recently got a call from our current client. He said, I don't really got it. Like, can you please explain it in more details? And we decided, let's do
Fair
the video.
enough.
Fair
Fair
enough,
enough.
yeah, because it can be confusing. So first part that I want to say here is Stryker will be able to explain it more because we are in the same stage with him about that. But first, you need to separate dating and relationship. This is number one. Very important to separate dating and relationship. Relationship, it's completely different. We talk about dating, part number one. And while you're dating, there's two kind of feelings that you can express. Feelings about how you feel about her and how you feel about life, job, your stomach upset, and etc. Right? So this is important to understand. First, to separate.
Yeah.
So what can you add to that? Like, why do we not recommend guys to speak about their feelings? And what particular feelings are we talking about?
So let's start off by saying, let's forget about in a relationship, okay? Telling you about your feelings in a relationship. Forget about that. It's a video for a whole other day.
Different.
So when you start dating, okay, there are two things that were misconstrued here. One is telling her about your feelings towards her. The other one is telling her about your feelings in general and what's happening with you. So let's talk about the first one, which is your feelings in life in general. As a man, you're going about doing what you need to do. Here's the bottom line. She doesn't care, right? For example, you're having problems. Say you just bought a new computer and the computer has got smoke coming out of it. What are you going to do? Are you going to ring her up and say, oh, look, my computer's broken down. It's not working. What should I do? What is she going to say? What advice is she going to give you as a man who fixes stuff? We as men, we fix stuff. We solve problems. What advice is she going to do to help you to fix that? She's going to say, oh, okay, I'm sure you'll fix it. I'm sure you'll be okay. Whatever advice that she's got, it's not relevant for a man anyway. So don't tell her about your feelings. That example there with the computer, that's applicable to any other situation in your life, whether it is money, whether it is your business, whether it is property that you own, staff that you have, whatever. She doesn't care. And the fact that you are confiding in her, she's going to think that you are useless, right? This is during the dating process. It's a little bit different later on when you're in a relationship because, of course, maybe you're sharing expenses, you live in the same house, the survival of you and your family is reliant on the fact that you can solve those problems, and maybe she wants to know about it. At the start of the relationship, do not discuss with her issues that you have in your life that she 100% certain of this, she will not be able to help you solve them. And if she can, there's something seriously wrong with where you are positioned as a man. So that is number one. And do you want to say anything about that?
Yes, I want to say that what I see from the guys, unfortunately, they sometimes, like maybe he will not say about his computer, but he will be upset and mad and angry. This is also important to not, like some people like to be this drama queen or king. And it sounds bad and you think, oh, I'm not like that. Okay, perfect, you're not like that. But there are people who are like that and they make a big drama around something small that happened. Because computer can be fixed, you know, like as soon as we're all alive and healthy, like it is fixable. So what I try to say is that during you start dating, like you are building the semantics in your relationship, and she should see you as a strong man who take care of stuff and who not get moody or like upset because of like some random stuff. Because if you get mad and you don't speak with her, or you like upset and you came on a date on a bad mood, and she will ask you like what happened, and you're gonna say like a girl like nothing. Like, it's also not right. You should not tell her in details like, oh, I have a bad day, you know, my computer. Just say like I have some work issues, but don't worry, dear, I will figure it out. When you with her, you have to forget about everything. You will solve it like in 2-3 hours when the date will be over. This is like how I see that as a matchmaker, that you don't have to go into details, because Stryker is right. The lady can't help you, and she can only see that you're frustrated and you don't know, like, you know, you are not.
Well, yeah, okay. So the thing is that, and if you understand this, don't worry about thinking, oh, well, you know, if I tell her, she's not going to help me. Don't worry about that. The bottom line is, she doesn't care. They literally, when you're dating a woman, if you have problems, she does not care about your life. You're bringing, like, if you're going to be in a relationship and she's going to join you in that relationship, she wants to feel confident that everything in that relationship is sorted. Maybe it's not, okay? Chances are it's not. Men are always going to have problems. If you're like in business, you're doing many different things, you're always going to have problems. You're going to wake up in the morning, check your phone, there's going to be some problems. It's not important for her, okay? And letting her know that you have those problems is, all it's going to do is it's going to make you put you in a weaker position that you can't handle those problems. Even if those problems are incredibly hard problems to solve and you have solved them, she still doesn't care. Even if you solve an like really intricate, difficult problem in your daily life and you tell her about it, she still is not going to care. She's not going to go, oh wow, I didn't realize that the computer had this thing wrong with it and some technical problem happened.
You maybe a little bit exaggerate about like how much she doesn't care, because like the guy may think like, why, if she don't care, like why am I with this woman? But like what Stryker, I think that what you're trying to say is that she does care, but she really literally can't do anything about that.
Well,
like she may, it's not that she care like to the point that, you know, what she gonna, like what she should do, like
okay.
you know, if she, like, it's a different,
she may see value in the fact that he solved the problem.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
okay.
You can.
We can agree on that.
Yeah, and you can say, for example, like if something was bad today, but you fix it, you also can tell about this. You can share, you know, with your experience.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that, you know, there was like like if you're in a bad mood or you're tired, you come and you say like there was like a big like thing at my work or something, but I fixed it. Like for her, it would be like.
I still don't think you should do that while you're dating. I think if you're in a relationship, you can do that. I think if you're in a dating scenario, if it's natural, it will naturally kind of come out. Like if you sit down on a date and she says, how's your day? And you're like, oh, you won't believe what happened today. We had a big problem. We had a fire at the workshop. I managed to put it out and I was the only one that could solve that problem. And then I did it. She's going to go, is he talking shit? Is he making that up? Because it sounds like, but like we've talked about before, like if you don't say some things and she kind of figures it out along the way, it's a lot more powerful. And sometimes it can come through saying less. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're on the same page.
We are, but like according to the feelings, like we also discussed with Stryker, like okay, so this we covered, right? Like just try to stay like on this dating mode. It should be a little bit like on a different level, on a different frequency, right? It should not be about troubles and like what happened at work or with your computer or with your dog, and it's important to understand it. And the number two is like feelings. I just said Stryker, like when the guy should say that he loves the girl, and Stryker said definitely not on the second.
Feelings for her?
For her, yeah, feelings for her, like oh, like I love you so much. Also, like that.
When we're dating.
When we're dating, like it shouldn't be set on a second, third, or fourth date. It shouldn't, because it may confuse her to the point that it's not that she doesn't care, but she doesn't know also what to do with that.
You know, you can express how you're feeling. I think,
a different way.
Well, I think it's okay if you're on the third date. You can say to her that like I really like spending time with you. I think you're very interesting. I think that's perfectly fine. And the problem is sometimes with the advice that we give, it's like someone says, oh, you know, they go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, I agree.
You shouldn't say, I can't believe you don't say that. And then it's like, we should tell her that you love her. It's like there's something in the middle, okay?
Stryker always recommend to be creative in a compliment, and that I think that is like the clue and key for everything. Like trust me, as a girl, we talk about like don't say that she's beautiful, but say something about her like
she's interesting.
She's interesting, or accessorize, or like your perfume, or her something that she match, or like her purse and her dress, something. Like if you're creative. Like it's always, that creativity is the most valuable thing. Like if you go to work, they look at your creativity. If you go to university, they look at your creativity, and on a dating scene as well. So if you tell her something like, I really like spending time with you, like it's fun, like that is good advice rather than say like, oh, I like you so much, like something very lame. I would say.
It should be that, you can say that, like, I think that, like, out of all the people I've met in my life, you are one of the most interesting women that I've ever spent time with. That for her, it's not like
it's
it's not a direct comment. It's not like I really really like you so much. It's kind of the same thing, but the way that it's framed is like you are interesting and I'm happy to spend time with you, as opposed to is it okay that I could spend time? Like, I really, really like you. Can I spend more time with you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. And maybe like we even have a video, like it's difficult to give advices because like situations are always different about creative comments, but I think that you understand the flow, that you have to stress about something like some qualities of yours or like some events that happening between you rather than just say about your beauty or, about your something like like if she has like, for example, I know that some guys, oh, I really like your accent, like they sometimes say that. Yeah, it's cute, it's cute, but like the girl can think, oh, is it bad? Like she will be like ashamed, even though like I know that all the Western guys adore like a little Russian accent that the girls have, or Ukrainian, but like for the ladies it can be a little bit like shocking, but you should explain that more, so you have to be careful with that one. But to say something creative about like how you're spending your time or how you feel, or she's like that you never her achievements, but you don't like, it's also very important according to compliment to say that I am feeling like the best with you, like it's my best date ever that I ever have. Do not compare her with somebody that you are the best girl that I've dated. No, it's like the date is the best. Does it make sense?
Yeah, but she's the one spending time with you. And if you frame it this way,
yes,
you will think differently about it, right?
Yes.
Like if you think that, oh, I'm so happy that, I'm with her, your compliments will almost come out in that manner. And if anybody out there is going, no, this is wrong, like if you're with a woman and you should tell her how you feel and you should tell her that, that whatever you want to put into that space there to compliment her because you think by telling a woman she's beautiful or how great she is or how amazing she is, she will like you more. Ask yourself this question and be honest about it. Has it ever worked for you in the past? And I guarantee, I've done it. I have done it with this chick that worked at the bank back in the day. I really loved her.
With the bus?
With the what?
With the bus?
Bus?
Yes. Engagement on the bus?
No, that was my fiance. We were together for 4 years. No, this was another chick at the bank. No, the chick at the bank, I told her that I really liked her. And we were getting on really, very well. Then my older boss told me, you should tell her you like her and send her flowers. That was the end of that. The one that got away.
The same happened in Ukraine.
The one that got away.
It was the same in Ukraine when you came to this agency and this lady, this older woman recommended to express the feelings to the girl, and the girl was like,
yeah,
like
exactly. So it never worked for anyone unless you are like a top level, top shelf man, right? If you were like a number 12 man, like super rich and handsome or whatever, he could walk up to a beautiful woman and just say, you are beautiful. And she'd go, oh, because he is at that level, right? Mm-hmm. Yes? Mm-hmm. You agree? Mm-hmm. That it can only work for those men.
But okay? I want to be realistic. I just want to give a practical advice that guys really like. If you have any,
we're a bit off topic, aren't we?
No, but it's true about the feelings. Like I know it's very on the edge, and the guys don't know. Like they try to do everything perfect. They don't know what to do. Like what is this good or this is good or this is bad or this is awful or what am I doing? Am I ruining everything? Just be a little bit more careful, with what you do while you're dating. Just focus on other things. Focusing, and Stryker is like very right about the framing. She is coming to your frame, not you asking like, oh, can I be with you on a date? No, you are inviting her to your frame and you spending time. You're inviting her to your house, to your frame, to your life, to your car, everywhere, to your bed. Everything. Yes, it's a mutual, but you have to be confident in yourself that you are doing everything right and that you don't have to be worried about if she enjoyed that or no. Because as we said on the previous video, if she's not gonna like it, you're gonna know about that and she's gonna show it and express her feelings. Girls are different. Like it's a different video, but Stryker's right. Like I can come and say, well, that's Stryker, like, and all everything that happened in the morning, he will stay, he will listen. And maybe for me, it's all I need because like maybe
that's the difference.
Maybe something he can help me with, maybe something he can't, but at least like it's different.
That's
for the guys, it's different.
Yeah, that's the difference. If there's a problem, like I might talk to one of my friends and tell them that my computer has blown up and he'll tell me, well, you need to restart it, you need to buy this, you need to fix it, whatever. That's the information that I need. That's what I need to hear. I need to hear how to fix the problem because I want to fix problems. Men fix problems. My friend who's also a man fixes problems. By telling a woman your problems, they do not know how to fix the problem.
It's also bringing you to the friend zone that a lot of guys are scared to get in. But like if you're asking your girlfriend like how to fix a computer, it's a little bit like putting you
asking your friend.
Like it's asking your friend, and she would think, okay, so it can give her a missed signal. It can tell her, okay, so he's asking me how to fix computer. The next thing he will ask me to help him to fix his car, hold the wheels, hold defense, if you know what I'm talking about, my dear. I talked to somebody there.
I don't know.
But anyway, you understand that, like, don't put her in a friend zone. It's different. The girls are more expressive, and and if she share, like, the thing is that if she share with you her feelings about her day, her problems and stuff, that is actually good because she trusts you.
And it's because she wants you to fix it, because you are the man and you fix stuff. By talking to her, you're right, talking to a woman about your daily problems, whatever it is, you are putting her in the friend zone.
Yes.
So,
that's all for now. I don't know. Is it more confusing or no? Put in the comments or give us.
If it's more confusing, we'd love to do another follow-up video for any of those guys that are still confused about don't tell women how you're feeling.
We see you guys in the next one.
We'll see you later.